What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. If you've been waiting for Palworld on mobile, you're gonna want to stick around for this one, because there are some pretty interesting developments happening behind the scenes. And honestly, this could be one of the biggest open world survival games to hit mobile. But before we get into the release window, there's one important change you need to know about. Garena is now involved. If you remember, Palworld had already been tested on mobile through a limited beta. The problem? Most players never got access to it. Only a limited group of users could actually try the mobile version, leaving everyone else waiting for another opportunity. Now, things have changed. Garena is taking the publishing role for Palworld Mobile, which means the mobile version is getting a dedicated push toward a wider audience. And this is where things get interesting. Is this a different Palworld? You might be thinking, wait, is Palworld Mobile going to be some completely different game? No, the idea is to bring the core Palworld experience to mobile rather than creating an entirely separate game. That means you're still looking at the same basic formula: open world exploration, pals, combat, collection, crafting, survival, and of course the ability to explore the world and build your own progression. Basically the same chaotic Palworld experience, but now you're carrying it around in your pocket. And multiplayer could be huge. But there's another part that could make this game seriously fun: multiplayer. Palworld isn't just about exploring the world alone. Playing alongside friends can make the entire experience much more interesting. Imagine jumping into the world with your friends, exploring different areas, collecting pals, fighting enemies, and building up your progress together. That's the kind of experience that could keep players coming back for a long time. But there's one problem. This isn't going to be a small game. The expected size is around 8 to 10 gigabytes. And that tells you something immediately. This isn't designed to be one of those tiny mobile games that you install on basically any phone. If you want good graphics and smooth performance, you're going to need a reasonably capable device. Your processor matters, your GPU matters, your available storage matters, and thermal performance matters too. So if you're still using a phone that's struggling to run basic games, yeah, Palworld probably isn't going to be its best friend. What about the release? Now, we've reached the question everyone's waiting for. When can we actually play it? At the moment, there isn't a final release date that we can confidently lock in, but the current expectation is that Palworld Mobile could arrive on Android and iOS by the end of 2026. And before that happens, we could potentially get another trailer or gameplay reveal. That would be the moment I'd be watching closely, because that's when we'll hopefully get a better look at the actual mobile graphics, controls, optimization, and overall performance. And here's the good news: Palworld Mobile is expected to follow a free-to-play model. Of course, that doesn't mean there won't be optional in-game purchases, but the game itself is expected to be available without an upfront purchase. So you're potentially getting a massive open-world survival experience with pals, exploration, combat, crafting, and multiplayer, all on your phone. And honestly, if they manage to optimize this properly, Palworld Mobile could be a seriously big deal. But there's still one thing we don't know: how well will it actually run on normal smartphones? That's what I'm most curious about, because bringing a game like Palworld to mobile is one thing, making it run smoothly, that's a completely different challenge. Final thoughts. So for now, Palworld Mobile is definitely a game worth keeping on your radar. Garena's involvement, the previous mobile beta, the expected Android and iOS release, and the massive open world experience all make this one really interesting. And the moment we get a proper gameplay reveal or an official release announcement, I'll be covering it right here. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you excited for Palworld Mobile? Or do you think an open world game this big is going to be too demanding for smartphones? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this update, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and enjoy!